First opportunity to say hi to Erik.
Good to meet you.
Erik Tungate is the
Hi,
Oak
Erik.
Park City Manager. You've got an important proposal on the ballot tonight in your community, and again, the polls close for just about an hour now, and that's the marijuana initiative. First of all, explain what it is and how it came to be in Oak Park.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. And the initiative is driven from an outside group. It is a signature petition drive that arrived on my desk, and we had to compromise to put it on the ballot. And what it does is it decriminalizes an ounce or less of marijuana.
For personal use.
That's correct. Not in public, but in private quarters. So now the controversy is obviously that as a city manager, we're tasked with running the city government. And I have public safety officers that are sworn to uphold the state constitution and state law. Well, of course, that directly interferes with this 1 ounce or less proposal. So now I don't know what the results of the election are yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
But it's going to be interesting to say the least. So.
Yeah. This is obviously a movement that is sweeping across America in many respects. Certainly the New York Times just recently came out with a big campaign saying that it's time for America to change on this issue. They got a lot of media attention as a result of that. What they're trying to do in this state and other states is, rather than so much run them statewide, is to be able to kind of go city by city and county by county. Right. From your vantage point, is that a smart way of doing it? And should America change on this issue?
Well, from a tax revenue perspective, there's certainly an opportunity here to gather a whole bunch of additional revenue that currently isn't on the table. So I think that makes a tremendous amount of sense. Now, that's not saying anything about whether or not I agree with the use of marijuana. There are certainly issues, and we see this every day in our enforcement of state law throughout our community, where they might be driving around recklessly and under the influence of marijuana just as much as alcohol. But whether or not that's a good way to go about the initiative is, going to be interesting to see what happens.
And there's
here are the
news.
results. Oak Park and Hazel Park
So
vote to decriminalize marijuana, 100% reporting.
So you've got an issue on your plate.
Well, and it's, we're just the two latest communities. I understand there are several more in the general election who will be targeted.
And what have you heard
about
from
18,
some of your other colleagues maybe who have this in place now, whether it be from the enforcement standpoint or the difficulty that it is presenting to them currently?
Well, another, side of this is that we have a petition drive that went on our ballot that was now we see approved, and the governor can't certify our election. So I think the governor has to weigh in on what the state intends to do with this issue. But look, the other city manager forms of government throughout the metropolitan area are facing the same thing I'm facing, which is I have to require my officers to uphold state law.
It's going to be interesting.
It'll be very interesting to see.
Now, when would this take effect as a result of the vote tonight?
For us, it would take effect almost immediately. And, again, we're going to run up with this. We're going to have a meeting tomorrow to discuss ways to work with this. But certainly, by the way, we were also a dry community up until last fall when our city council authorized tavern licenses. So there's the other aspect with Oak Park, too.
So you're just doing it all, right?
That's what they tell me. So
Oak Park is going to be the happening place.
Well, I'm guessing we'll be back out to visit with you tomorrow.
it's possible.
Erik, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Erik Tungate
Thank
is
you
the
so
city
much.
manager in Oak Park. And once again, Oak Park and Hazel Park tonight, voters voting to decriminalize marijuana with 100% of the precincts reporting there. So one more wrinkle in our
booze
election
and weed in
2004.
Oak Park.